Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you out.
Hey guys, welcome if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you're maybe. Anyways, so today's video is going to be a topic about how lately the government has been trying their best to make laws to make women basically bend women to their knee to do what they want, as in be incubators, baby bearers, and just remove all of our laws and make us like feel like we're in a cage back in the 1960s, 1940s or something like that. And we fought too much for this to be happening. So I just wanted to make an awareness about this that's going on, and open the women's eyes to see hey, these laws and these new rules that are coming out I'm sure it's affecting some people, but mainly is to make women bow down to men. And I want you guys to look at this clip real quick that I want y'all to see, and y'all listen to what she got to say, because she talking real facts. And when I saw this video, I was like, you making sense. So then I felt I need to share with you guys so that you guys can see this too, because I was thinking it's affecting everybody low-key, but at the same time I also felt like it was affecting mainly women, because they were getting rid of Smex toys for us, so that we would need a man to please ourselves. We got fingers, hello. Clock it. Yes, they were talking about getting rid of birth control pills and all that. In some states they've already done that, and also some more abortion ban. They started that already in some states. In some states you can still, so women have to suffer. And now they're talking about putting women in jail for, it's a whole lot of nonsense, for having miscarriages.
What?
I didn't really get those clips just yet, but I just want to let y'all know it's out there. Y'all have to find this information, because you need to protect yourself and keep your eyes open. But go ahead and watch this clip real quick, and then we're going to talk more about what else is on this video.
I just wish to remind you guys that it wasn't up until the 1970s that women had the right to actually live alone. So only 2 generations worth of women have had the opportunity to dance freely within the independence of their own home and vote, get a car, wear pants, to be able to get an education and do so many different things, and to know that the women of our past suffered sexual assault, DV, rape, harassment in the workplace, beatings, bullyings, along with being forced into marriages, housewives, be forced as mothers, forced into arranged marriages, forced into religions that they never even asked for, and to realize that our government is stripping that. You know how much it hurts me to realize that they basically did that for nothing. When I talk to you guys and I'm talking about the news and everything that's going on, I'm talking to women. And as much as I try to not sit here and act as if it's not affecting all genders and all, it's specifically affecting women, trans women, gay women, all women. They're silencing anything that consists of a woman. And the more male influencers or content creators who speak upon the news, either they're just doing a broadcasting of the news, or you see more passionate ones that you can tell just have a common hatred of Trump. Understand something. There's a difference between caring about the political climate of the world and just having somebody that you hate. You can tell. You can see the difference. See, I can tell when you're passionate about what's going on in the world, and I can tell when you're full of passionate hate for a person's being. There's a difference. You guys need to say the quiet part out loud. They're stripping women of our rights. No man has been affected in any of the things that are going on. You realize that, right? Mother held at gunpoint. Child held at gunpoint. Okay? You realize that 2 women died by abortion. Sexual assault left and right. Hangings. Domestic violence. Women are being stripped. Our professional degrees are being stripped. Say it. Say the quiet part out loud. You guys are talking about Donald is No, say it. Say it. Say it. They're hunting down women. Say it. Acknowledge it. Say it out loud. You didn't want to vote for Kamala because she was a woman. You didn't want to care about us because we were telling y'all to vote for her because she was a woman. But look at what the situation that you were in now. You voted for Jill Stein. You chose not to vote. You chose not to You chose not to. Oh, I voted for Kamala because I thought, well, my wife told me to. Your wife told you to. I ain't mad at you, baby. But you look like a fucking idiot. Because what do you mean? Why wouldn't she be qualified regardless of such? Why wouldn't you acknowledge her? Acknowledge that there's an attack on women. Say it. Stop acting like what's going on right now is not specifically affecting women. They are hunting women down. And if they can't get us, they're going to get us through everything that they possibly can. We've shown y'all we don't need y'all. So they are showing us that they're going to take away everything. And the sad part is that you are silently evil bastards who are actually quite happy with that because of your loneliness and bitterness. But some of you are so good at masking. Some of you are so good at masking it. I can see through that shit half the time, but I'm starting to actually get to a realization that you're not saying the things that need to be said out loud. Women are being stripped. They gave you Project 2025, but it showed you all the things that they were going to be doing to women and people of color. Did it say men? Did it say men? Nah. Get the fuck, stop playing in my face at this point, guys. Everybody is so like, oh my gosh, Donald Trump we need to stop acting like. I can tell. You know what's crazy? Look at the contrast between how a woman speaks upon the politics that are going on and the contrast between a man. The woman is passionate about the effects that it's going to have on not only just them, the people around the world, the climate, everything like that, while also at the same time acknowledging the evil of a person. You look at a man, hate. Isn't this fucking stupid? This fucking What are you trying to prove? That you're a better decision? That you're a better logical man? That you're a cooler head motherfucker? That you're a better smile? You're trying to get cool points to be a hater? Don't get me wrong, I hate him too, honey. But I'm starting to see a theme. It's easier, it's more of an attention grabber to be a hater, a bandwagon jumper, than to really talk about the things that need to be said out loud. You'd probably get a lot more people on your side if you guys spoke about the true things that are going on and how it is affecting women, because it is. And the more that it affects women, the more it's going to strip men to be able to do anything, to get love, to get joy, to get happiness. Understand something. Women acknowledge that they need you. You must acknowledge that you need them. That's where the maturity and growth comes from. Stop this jumping on this place and just talking about, oh, I hate Trump. Trump is going to do this and philosophize. Be an Aaron Parnas or shut the fuck up. I don't care about your passionate takes about how much of a shit taker this president is. I don't care. The laws and the rights of women are being stripped. You need to start empowering the people, not going on a hate bomb and F-bomb train about how much you feel. It's not cool. I'm looking at y'all funny now.
As y'all saw, she's telling the truth, guys. Like, she literally said, and the crazy thing is, when she said that, I went back to my repost and my likes on my TikTok, which I'll put right here, and I was, like, looking at some of the videos, and I'm like, that's so true. A lot of these people are just, like, speaking on this man because they hate Trump. I don't like the man either, but that's not what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to just speak on how much we like. You're more than likely making this man more popular than he actually is because of the fact that you keep talking about him. Then you are actually helping the subject of the matter. I don't really speak on Trump too much because of the fact that I'm not trying to put a limelight on him. I'm more likely over here just to like, you know, tell you what's going on, like give you guys an warnings and keep a lookout, like something about how they were just talking about how ICE is now in Syracuse. So whoever, all my subscribers that live in New York, upstate New York, I'm just letting y'all know that. So y'all stay safe out there. I just want to put that in there real quick, so cause I know that's not what we're talking about right now, but what we're talking about right now is important. But that I just have to give you guys that warning because I know I'm posting this video either today or tomorrow, Friday. So I have to get that thing in there for you guys, so you guys know to take care. And they were talking about going door to door, so please don't open the door to nobody. If you're not expecting no guests, do not open the door, please. I'm begging y'all, stay safe out there. At this point, I'm thinking about just keeping my documents with me at all times because you know about mess me over, you know, and shit like that. So, but yeah, like when she was saying that, I was just like, oh my god, this is so true. Like a lot of people do hate this man, but it's like, are you speaking on this matter because of your hatred for the man? Because I don't hate the man. I just like what he does and the things he's setting up. Because I can't hate someone I don't know. You know what I mean? All I know is the shit he's been doing, and that's what upsets me about him as a person. I don't like it, but I don't hate him. Hate is a strong thing to do. For you to hate someone so much that you pretend to care about subjects that's not even something you care about, it's just weird to me. So that's why I say I don't hate the man. I'm talking about subjects that are important, like women getting stripped with all their rights. They're coming after doctors, lawyers, teachers, scientists. They're like degrading all these people in their professions. They're coming after our professions, guys. They're coming after our fucking professions. And this is fucking crazy to me. Like, I have friends and family members who want to be in that field in the future. Now they're saying they don't want women in there. Like, this is not okay, guys. And I just don't understand, what is the hatred from men? Why do men hate women so much? And I started watching some videos lately of how they're mad because women have the ability to bring life. That's why they're like, I guess that's why religion was invented, so that they can say, oh wait, look, you came out of my rib, so I actually gave you life. Like that type of vibes. I saw the videos like that. And if I could, I'll put that towards the end. But this is I feel like, what is the problem? I have to give birth. I have to remove I have to grow a vessel in my body. Not a vessel. I have to grow a soul in my body, a fetus, and let it all and push it out. Go through all that pain and agony to bring it into this world, just for you to tell me that my body is not as important because you, the man, are the. You can't put a seed in a dry land and expect it to grow. And they were talking about, I think I talked to you guys about this not too long ago. Sorry guys, I have a stutter. Not too long ago. But I was remembering I told you it's like how Japan or China somewhere was like trying to put a human egg in an incubator and like try to grow a baby in a lab, but they saw that it's not the fetus will be it wouldn't be liable because of the fact that it needs the temperature of the womb. They cannot replicate it. The fuck? Like, are you serious? Like, be so fucking for real. Of course, you cannot replicate the temperature of a human body. That's just weird, bro. They really were trying to get rid of us, saying, "Oh, we're not gonna need you guys anymore." You're gonna still need the egg. Where are you getting the eggs from? Where are you getting the human egg from? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. Like, they don't make sense for shit, bro. Like, make it make sense. But we're gonna go ahead and watch a video of a woman, because as speaking of birth control, there's a video of this lady talking about how her husband's doctor basically told her that the best birth control out there is a man getting a vasectomy. Y'all, look at this nonsense. What?
Ben had a vasectomy consultation this past week, and I went with him, and we have to talk about it. First of all, without exaggerating, the visit was 30 seconds. Okay. Tell me why his urologist said, well, this is the most effective form of birth control. That already had me heightened. It's a 20-minute procedure. He said, you could ice maybe for that day, possibly the next. Try not to go to the gym for the next week. And Tylenol is needed. He's getting a vasectomy because this pregnancy was unplanned. I'm not an idiot. I used to work at Planned Parenthood. I know all about birth control. I know all about contraceptives. This was a Plan B baby. I've taken Plan Bs many times throughout my 10-year marriage. It has never not worked. And I couldn't help but think of the literal hoops that people have to go through to get birth control. Even at a place like Planned Parenthood that is super pro birth control, you have to try to get an appointment, which is very, very, very hard to do. There are so many options for birth control. So you kind of have to go through all the options when you work there. And then also as a patient, you have to go through them all and wonder what would be best for you. All of them have side effects. Some of them are pretty intense side effects, like increased weight gain, like with the depot shot. Also pain with like the little bar that you put in your arm, and the freaking T thing that I don't remember right now because I have pregnancy brain that I saw people literally prostrate on the ground in pain because there is no anesthetic offered, and you essentially are getting your uterus grabbed by something and this thing is implanted. Cost, okay, with insurance, it's a few $100s, but when I started birth control 10 plus years ago and I was on the mini pill, the progesterone pill, we were paying $30 a month, which was a lot for us. But after 10 months, that's $300, my brothers and sisters in Christ. So if you're on birth control for over a year, that's already the cost of a vasectomy. Okay. I can't stop going back to the moment that the doctor literally said, this is the most effective form of birth control. So why are we doing anything else? I have not been on birth control for 6 years. And I have tried the mini pill. I have tried the halo, like the ring, which is more localized, and they all worked, sure. But when I started birth control, my symptoms were almost immediate. And I used to say, like, me and my husband used to be like, why did you start getting sick when we got married? Because I started birth control when we got married. Chronic migraines, to the point where quite literally I would just cry in a dark room for hours. Depression. I quit my job. I literally was like low-key, high-key suicidal. I never experienced weight gain. They're not always guaranteed every symptom, but I can absolutely attest personally to the depression, hormone imbalance, and the migraines. And it wasn't until I got off birth control when we had our first planned pregnancy that I remember being like, wow, pregnancy healed me. And now that I'm looking back, I'm like, wait, it's because I stopped using birth control. I no longer had like birth control in my system. Anyways, if you have a man, a husband, a boyfriend, a partner, and y'all are sexually active and you don't want kids, there is no reason that he should not have a vasectomy. It's reversible, so if you change your mind, that's okay. Also, it's not that expensive, especially compared to how expensive birth control is, not only monetarily, but psychologically and physically and emotionally and mentally, okay? There's no excuse. You shouldn't be with someone that can't save up a few $100s, but if for some reason he can't, go get a loan. He can go get a loan. He can ask a friend. He can, I don't know. Vasectomies should be the commonplace birth control method. And it's absolutely ludicrous that women still take birth control and have to struggle with all the symptoms. Thank you for watching.
Like, make it make sense, boo. Make it make sense. Because what do you mean that's the most effective birth control, but they don't advertise it? Because they don't want the men to go through pain. They want us to suffer. And they need us to take birth control pills and stuff like that. Because they need us to be the ones looking crazy. But what does birth control do for us? It makes us emotional. It heightens our emotions, like our hormones. It makes us very depressed. It makes us bloated so that we feel fat and shit. What else does it do? Oh, some birth controls make you bleed longer than you usually did. Naturally, I remember when I first got on the next one, I was 18 years old. I went on it because my mentor at the time told me I should, right? So tell me why. My monthly, was like every other month I'll have like 3 days of bleeding. And I was fine with that. I didn't give a fuck. Like, it didn't matter to me. I didn't want kids anyways, right? And then my mentor told me to get on it, right? She told me that she was reading with me, and I felt like that was the best one because I don't like taking pills. I hate taking pills, right? And I remember, and I kid you not, I bled for 6 months straight.
Oh my gosh!
And I asked my mentor, and she was like, they say it's normal. I was like, okay, well, I need to go. So I went back to the place I got it from. And I believe it was a Planned Parenthood or something like that. I don't remember exactly where it was. I think it was Planned Parenthood. And I was like, so I've been bleeding, like, not heavily bleeding, but I've been bleeding for 6 months now. Birth control is supposed to prevent me from getting pregnant. Not for having smacks. When I say I couldn't do nothing, I couldn't be active for 6 whole months because I was literally just spotting blood and shit like that. And It was just crazy. Like, why am I bleeding for such a long time? And then the depot shot can make you infertile. So I was not gonna try that one. Hell the fuck no, I'm not. And then what else? So the next Banon, the depot shot. I've never done a depot shot, but people that have used it have said that it made them infertile, and it's a lot of cases of that. What else is the pill? There's also the fucking pill. Okay, the pill. If you miss one day, you can get pregnant. That's not liable. It's not. Let's be for real. And then the fourth one is the one they put the IUD. They put it in your vaginal region. Women have gotten pregnant with that in their body. Imagine a foreign object floating in your vaginal area, vaginal canal. The male, I've seen cases of the male ripped it out with removed it from his dang dong. The point where like the child came out holding it in his hand.
Oh my gosh!
And what's our fifth option? Plan B. Which women have said, this is my plan B, baby. And then last but not least, condoms. And that never works because they can pop. Come on now. Are we being for real now? All these options seem like just what the fuck, bro. What the actual fuck? I'm sorry for my cussing, but I'm irritated. So, I won't lie to you guys. I have not been as emotional in the past few months because I'm not on birth control. I wasn't doing nothing. I'm not on birth control. And I'm not trying to get back on that shit, to be honest. But at the same time, I'm not trying to have no kid. So it's like, what do I do with that shit? Like, how do we go about this shit? Like, I don't know. But that's just crazy to me, like, that's available. And a doctor in himself says this is the most, 100% reliable birth control out there. But why are men educated about this in sex ed class at school? Why they're not telling us? No, they always want to tell us condom. No. That doesn't work no more. That's not even an option no more. Only thing that a condom can protect you from is diseases. And if it pops, you can still get the disease. Like, it's nothing. Let's be fucking for real now, please. Like, this shit is pissing me off, honestly. They need to start advertising this. Like, they need to start telling men this. And ladies, start asking these men for their fucking my charts. On God. Because, no, I'm never doing anything sexual with a man unless I see that my chart. Proof that you have nothing. Because, what? And yes, I do be searching the fucking location, the address that says on there. I search to make sure it's a real thing. Because I know people can fucking mess around with fucking, papers and documents. I'm not stupid now. Hello. But the next clip is going to be about how we should not feel bad for these men. Listen to this.
I remember me and my dad having this conversation where he told me that I should never feel bad for no man because only men get up here 24 hours in a day. And I said, Dad, what you mean by that? And he said, think about it. Men don't have kids. They don't have to fight a 28-day hormonal cycle like women. So it's no reason for them to not have no money, be broke, not have a job, not be in shape, or be stupid. He said if women can have kids, be single parents, keep up with their household, go to school, and go to work, then it's no reason for no man to be out here relying on no woman. And as I got older, it just became more true. Like, it just rings true every time. So when I see that homeless man on this app begging, talking about how he need a place to stay and he ain't got nothing, like, my dad's voice just come in my mind. He said even if a man have kids, it's still no excuse. Because most of the time, the child rearing goes on to the woman anyway. And he said it be men who they'll be married and their wife will stay home to take care of the kids, put her dreams, goals, education, job, like, to the side in order for the man to get ahead, believing that it's going to benefit the entire family. So he said only men get up here 24 hours. There's no reason for them to be stupid, bad body, broke, or anything else. He said if a man is going through a hard time, I should not feel bad for him because either he's going through a hard time, like the life cycle is just not up for him, and that hard time is going to make him stronger and he's going to get through it, or he's going through a hard time because he's not taking advantage of the pure 24 hours and opportunities that he has. This was the advice he gave me, because he said I should not, he said no woman should be out here taking care of no man. And specifically to me, he was just giving me a warning saying that I should never give no man no place to stay or no money, because he got a pure 24 hours. Why he can't go out here and get his own money? His logic, oh, well, if you got a job and you have periods and you get cramps and you can, like, you know, it's pregnant women that's out here working, but he ain't working, that don't make no sense. So I be saying that all the time now. Like, that's my favorite thing to say. Men get a pure 24 hours. Like, and even if a man is a single dad, 9 times out of 10, he got female family members that are helping him. His mother, his sister, his female cousins. Somebody is helping him. So still, it's no reason. And it's just so true. Like, it's just so true. Because you'll hear men even make comments about women's weight. But then when you look at them, it's like, shouldn't you be, like, ripped? Like, you should be in better shape than anybody because you a man. You have a pure 24 hours to go to the gym, go to work, get some money. Like, there's nothing holding you back. And my dad said that he said that he didn't want to hear men complaining about government assistance either, because women get government assistance because they the ones who are the ones most of the time taking care of the kids, and that men get a pure 24 hours. So yeah, just passing on the knowledge.
See, I like that. I love hearing what other women are being told by their fathers, like advice from their fathers, their uncles, stuff like that, because I didn't have that growing up. The only thing I had growing up was that my father would always say that a man should pay for the bills, a man should buy for everything, whatever you want. That's his job, to buy everything you want. That's the only thing I remember hearing from my dad saying. And to always be loyal. Those are like the three things. Loyalty, he should provide, protect, and he should get you whatever you want, because that's his responsibility. You are his responsibility. Like, you are his priority. That's all he taught me. But when it comes to stuff like the stuff that she was just speaking on, and how, like, I should never feel bad for a man, my parents never taught me that. So it's nice to, like, go out into the world, see stuff on social media, hear things that are, like, advice worthy, and I could take those into consideration and see, like, if I want to apply that to my life or not. And that's true. And the crazy thing is, I never felt bad for a man ever. But when I got older, I felt like people were, like, bullying me into saying, oh, you should, that's, like, heartless of you, like, not wanting to help your man with bills, stuff like that. So when I was 18, I ended up, you know, living with my ex, may he rest in peace, and do all this stuff with him and paying the bills. And then I ended up being left with the bills while he was not working at all. Mind you, this man was not overweight. This man was healthy. I put $500 on for a car, everything, and he still was not doing shit with his life. Just useless, honestly. So, yeah, a man got 24 hours. I remember I was pregnant with our twins. I was still working. Of course I miscarried, else I would have the kids right now, right? But I remember I was pregnant with our twins, and he was, like, not working. And I'm like, we're about to have kids, like 2 of them. We have to be working. I literally dropped out of I literally dropped out of college so that I could make sure I had the mental capacity to take care of these 2 kids I was about to have, right? And this dude, not working, getting into fights at work, losing his job, got the car repoed. It's just nonsense after nonsense. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm carrying children for us. Oh, I'm trying to carry full term, hopefully, which I didn't make, which is, you know, it is what it is. But I'm like, I'm over here, like, pregnant, working. I dropped out of school. I'm taking care of our bills. I help my family, like, whatever it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you over here just one person. Your family don't need you. Your mama don't need no money from you, nothing. You're just one person. You can't keep a job and make sure your wife and soon-to-be children are going to be okay. Like, what? That was, like, the drawing point for me. Like, after that relationship, I said, I don't give what people think anymore. At the end of the day, if you think I'm being heartless for not giving about what a nigga going through, that's on you. Because that you gonna learn the hard way. You gonna learn the hard way. These niggas will literally, you will build them up. Like, I'm gonna talk about, I got that nigga a car and everything. You know what he do with that car I bought him? He drove that car and met with another female and cheated on me with it. You know what I did? I drove him to, when he didn't have a car, I drove him to get a job, do an interview for a manager position at McDonald's, right? Tell me why this dude was talking about giving his first check to another bitch. Hello, clock it. You give this nigga a chance after chance after chance after chances, and you help them all you're gonna do is get heartbroken. Stop spending money on these niggas. Listen, boo. Like, for real, like, that stuff should make me so mad when people make me feel bad for not wanting to spend no money on a nigga. Like, I will spend the money on my man, okay? On the birthdays and holidays. That's it. I'm sorry. Or if I feel like one of these days, I feel like I want to show my appreciation, sure, I'll get you something. But you will not expect shit from me. I'm a woman. I'm the one that gets stuff. I get spoiled. Okay, amen. I mean to that. Let me tell you that. So that to me is like, these dudes have too much time on their hands for you to be spoiling them. Especially if y'all make the same amount of money. Nothing grinds my gear more than seeing a woman spend money on niggas that aren't even spending money on you. What the fuck, bro? Lord have mercy. When I tell you, after I turned 21, actually, after I turned 20, because my second ex, I didn't pay no bills. I didn't even spend money on him like that. I did do some nice things for him, like here and there, like as a wife should, period, okay? But I never spent money on him. Ever. And we were there for a whole year. By the time it was his birthday, it was already too late. We were already separated, so it wasn't point in me buying him anything. But I was going to do something crazy for his birthday. But that being said, after I turned 20, I told myself, fuck this shit. I'm out. Okay? I said, I'm out. Like, I'm so done with this shit. Like, I'm not spending no money on no dude ever again. You want to spend money on me because I'm the female. I'm the one that's to be pursued. Hello? In any religion, in any race, you see that the men always pays the like, except white people, they don't pay the parents. But most foreigners, the parents give some kind of funds or some type of like represents. Like they get like represents. I can't say the word. It's so hard to say. They get some type of like thing for taking their daughter. Okay, so that being said, why would I? No. Even in fairy tales, let's be honest, in regular movies, anything, any country you go to, the woman is the one being pursued, not the other way around. Let's be fucking for real. Like, what the hell? I'm irritated. Like, that, y'all. So this video is just to basically tell you guys, like, hey, look at what's going on. Excuse me. Anyways, this video is basically just to tell you guys, like, keep your eyes open on what's going on in the world and how women are losing their power, their rights. And it's time that we fight like our ancestors did before us. We need to fight for our rights. And also to not feel bad for these men because what? They have it easy. They have it easy. Okay? I wish I was a man sometimes. Imagine being a man, never having to give birth. They said that the feeling of a woman giving birth is like the same pain as getting your legs cut off. But 10 times worse.
Oh my gosh!
The feeling, let me repeat it now. The feeling that a woman feels when giving birth to a child is equivalent to you getting your legs chopped off. Now tell me, imagine your legs are being sawed slowly. Or imagine your leg is being chopped off over and over and over again for 3 days to 4 days. Now you tell me if you feel like you should be the one worshipped. Fucker. Anyways, that is all. That is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
High volume. Am I really that much?